Yo, I did this told my he want receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother.
Artists like Usher and Justin Bieber have found themselves caught up in the controversy surrounding Diddy's actions. And here's where it gets really interesting. These details emerged during Cassie's 2013 lawsuit, in which she revealed shocking events known as free-offs, reportedly resulting in tens of thousands of dollars in hotel damages, according to legal documents. Cassie was allegedly instructed to organize these gatherings and recruit male participants via websites and escort services, all based on strict criteria. Diddy is said to have demanded these encounters on a weekly basis, referring to them as our thing and insisting on complete secrecy.
She didn't want it, but Cassie, who searched for the big black, and she was searching for the big black.
Now, here's the shocking twist. While all eyes are on Diddy, there may be another person connected to what happened with Justin. Believe it or not, it's Ellen DeGeneres. As soon as these rumors started making the rounds, she reportedly packed her bags and left the country. Ellen and her wife, Portia de Rossi, apparently bid farewell to the USC and are relocating to a serene spot in the Cotswolds, England. Rumor has it their stunning Montecito estate near LA was either already on the market or about to.
DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi are moving to England, or have moved already to England.
See you later.
To a place called the Cotswolds.
The Cotswold move. Some are trying to chalk it up to Donald Trump's election, but let's be honest, after the huge drama surrounding her show in 2022, remember the toxic workplace allegations? It seems pretty clear that Ellen was looking for a fresh start.
It's probably Ellen DeGeneres because she's being able to use Trump as an excuse to flee the U.S.
Ellen's real estate team is staying tight-lipped, but it looks like she's truly done with Hollywood. Whether it's politics or past scandals, she seems to be hitting the reset button on her life. But here's where it gets even juicier. Some believe her sudden exit from the U.S. has less to do with Trump and more with the feds. There's chatter that Ellen's longtime ties to Diddy could make her the FBI's next celebrity target. And the evidence is hard to ignore. Ellen and Diddy were close for years, with her frequently inviting him on her show and openly discussing their exclusive parties. It was all right there in the public eye.
She's devastated about this win. And according to TMZ, she has moved 2 hours outside of London.
Now, get this bombshell. The feds have officially linked Ellen DeGeneres to Diddy's shady business dealings. Word on the street is that she might have been acting as his fixer. I know, it's wild. Ellen and Diddy go way back, and everyone assumed they were just industry friends. But things got suspicious when Ellen started distancing herself as soon as Diddy's legal trouble surfaced. She went from bestie to who's that pretty quickly, and the feds weren't buying it. They dug deeper and reportedly uncovered some serious dirt. Turns out, Ellen allegedly helped Diddy cover up some pretty wild stuff. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber's life often feels like a modern fairy tale. From his rise as a teenage heartthrob to becoming one of the world's most iconic pop stars, he's lived a life many only dream of.
The after party.
Looks like Ellen's part in all this is coming to an end. The feds are coming for her with everything they've got. Everyone's caught up in the Diddy drama, and now Ellen's name is getting dragged through the mud too. Their connection goes way back. Diddy was always on her show, always sending those exclusive party invites. Remember when Ellen outright asked him why she wasn't invited to his birthday party? Diddy swore he sent the invite, but according to him, she just never showed up. At least that's what he claimed.
Tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seen the show.
Let me tell you about these absolutely shocking claims
She
made by
Cassie. She claimed that these disturbing offs were taking place in upscale hotel suites all over the country, including Trump International in Columbus Circle, London and Los Angeles, and intercontinental hotels. She also claimed that Diddy's assistant would arrive with baby oil and lubricant, and there have been rumors that Diddy hosts parties for all men. What's even more disturbing, though, are claims that Diddy spent 48 hours with Justin Bieber when he was still a teenager. Given Diddy's controversial past with teenage boys, people are very worried about what happened.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this will be yours.
While there's no concrete proof backing up these allegations, they certainly raise serious questions about why Diddy was showering young stars like Justin Bieber with such lavish gifts. Some believe these gestures might have been attempts to involve Justin in inappropriate activities, highlighting the importance of proper parental guidance for young celebrities in potentially dangerous situations. Things get even more interesting when rumors started circulating that Ellen had been attending Diddy's parties, though not the kind you'd see on her family-friendly show. In one interview, Diddy hinted at a whole other party scene that took place after hours, and Ellen just laughed it off. But as they say, there's often some truth behind such things. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber's personal life has been full of joy, especially with the birth of his son, but rumors are brewing about deeper issues. What's really going on with Justin, and how does it all tie back to Diddy, a figure from his past?
After P. Diddy's arrest, Justin Bieber made 3 creepy decisions to bid farewell to the past. Number 1, appearing with his wife and son. Justin Bieber appeared in public for the first time after the birth of his son with wife Haley. The 30-year-old singer wore a colorful baseball cap and hoodie. He leisurely strolled through downtown Toronto with his family. Despite the cold weather, he was smiling and looked very relaxed and happy. Number 2, repairing the relationship with Selena as a music mogul, P. Diddy put Justin and Selena's private lives in the public eye, which also caused many setbacks in their relationship. However, after P. Diddy's arrest, Justin hopes to make up for the past rift by reconciling with Selena Gomez. He regrets some of his past actions and desires to start anew. They have expressed their goodwill to each other through social media and public appearances. Number 3, going out with friends to relieve stress. Justin also got rid of negative emotions by going out with friends. He participated in various activities with
Bieber's past is catching up with him in ways no one could have predicted. His long-standing friendship with Diddy, a man now at the center of shocking criminal allegations, has resurfaced, drawing Justin into an uncomfortable spotlight. This story is as much about Justin as it is about the darker side of fame and the dangerous circles celebrities often find themselves in.
Where I'm going to be frustrated, but I'm always going to be myself on the stage. Always. And so when people try to twist things and say, hey, Justin's angry at his fans, I just appreciate you guys tonight listening to me and understanding and rocking with me. You guys are truly amazing. And I couldn't do it without you. So this last song is called Purpose, and I'm so lucky to be able to share this purpose with you. Thank you.
Justin, keep God first.
To understand this, we need to rewind about 15 years. Justin Bieber was just 15 when he met Diddy, one of the biggest names in the music industry. Diddy, often seen as a mentor, seemed to take a special interest in the young Bieber. At first, it appeared to be a typical mentor-mentee relationship, but as videos and stories from that time resurface, fans are starting to question if things were as innocent as they seem.
Videos from 4 days ago. So, I mean, he's already been denied the bail, but you got to remember all that stuff he was doing in jail. You know, it's like, okay, if you're trying to do that and you ain't supposed to be, what you gonna do when you get out? You see a lot of people comment saying, free Diddy and all that stuff. You would hope that they're trolling, right? A lot of people say, yo, innocent till proven guilty. They just trying to hold another black man down. All I'm saying is let that be somebody in your family. We ain't gonna waste no more time. We got the Art of Dialogue, which I'll leave in the description for you guys to check out more and even subscribe. Let's jump right into it.
My thing with Diddy is, why is he trying to get in contact with witnesses? He gotta know they recorded the calls, right?
My man, in order to you to think that you could get away with doing any kind of witness tampering in prison, you got to probably be one of the smartest, dumbest person, because they tape everything, bruh. Don't you know when he was using those other people's cards and they phone cards and everything like that, and they hear it, that person was like that. Hold up. That's supposed to be inmate 076. And Puff inmate number is 0666.
Does that, because he's not supposed to be doing that, the person, like, let's say the person authorized Diddy to do that and they get caught, is that more time on that person? This kind of remind me of when you work at a job where you punch in and you got friends that work there and you running late, so you ask your friend to punch in for you, and then the manager goes calling looking for you and you ain't there, and they said you punched in like 10 minutes ago and you still ain't at work. Yeah, it was a few people who got fired for that stuff.
Why is 0666 coming over on 0607? Why is Puff stuff?
In one particularly unsettling video from that time, Diddy is heard saying, you know, where we're hanging out and what we're doing, we can't disclose for the next 48 hours. He's with me and we're going full crazy. The idea of a grown man making such a statement about a 15-year-old has understandably raised major concerns in today's climate.
God.
You know, Cassie, her lawyer came out, man. She was mad too, man. Like when that video came out of him water rafting, yeah, man, she was heated about that, man. She came out with a statement.
Well, I think that this being in the men's shower in the prison system, the shower probably ain't as hard as that white water rafting is, but it'll be a lot of hard things in there that'll remind him of what he was doing on the outside. Bruh, dude has a right until he's been proven guilty to enjoy his life. You understand? Cassie got her 30 million, you know what I'm saying? Go enjoy your life, but it could never pay enough for what she probably went through, or somebody putting their hands on them and doing the shit that they was doing and drugging them up and changing who they was. You understand? That happens in life. I've seen it in a lot of different cases. You understand? Girls will get with a certain guys and they drug them out. They put them out. You know, now she has still a chance to try to get some normalcy in her life and get those nightmares away. You understand? But this dude doing all that stuff like that, that just goes to show me that he knows he's going away, bro. That's all. Never seen him on a bike before then. You never seen him on a boat riding a whitewater rafting before then. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing none of that stuff until recently that we know of. He might be jumping out of parachute, jumping out of a airplane with a parachute soon.
Then there's another video from when Justin was 17 where Diddy confronts him asking why they no longer hang out like they used to. You haven't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to, Diddy says, sounding almost hurt. Justin responds, well, I mean, you haven't. I mean, you tried to get in contact with me, you know, through all my partners and whatnot, but you never really got my number. The awkwardness of the exchange hints at a deeper discomfort on Justin's part, one that fans are now analyzing with a more critical lens.
How many times? I'm not going to wait for your answer because you're going to say never. See, he knew what to do, when to do it, around people that he did it with. And I wasn't one of those people, brother. Today, everybody and they mama then came out. Everybody and they mama then came out and said who did what, when, where, how to them. And they have yet said anything about Gene Deal other than you internet clowns. Not one victim, not one witness said Gene Deal was involved in any of that. But y'all want to come out here and y'all want to say, yo, I want to see, you know, I want Gene Deal to tell this. I can't tell nothing, man. Listen to me. If you think I'm stupid or blooping, you think I'm that motherfucking, Oh my God, man, I can't even. Do you think I'm an individual that's so dumb that I done did all kinds of dirt with this man and I'm gonna come out against him? I'm just like shooting myself in the foot. Young man, the statements you made, bro, I can't believe it, man. It's like you put your brain in a bird and it'll fly backwards. I look at you sometimes, man, I say, you're damn, Shorty had a rough life because he put everything into that making the band as if he was gonna make it. But Sean Perez said that in front of y'all. It was for the world to hear. He said, if you don't do what Diddy say, or Puffy at the time, none of y'all would ever be in this business. Because that's how much power he had. Brother, I wasn't under those same guidelines. I had my own money. I went to work every day. It was part-time for me. It was side money, hustling money for me. So I want to say to you, young man, and we're going to make this a teaching moment because you the one claimed that you gangster. The easiest thing to do in the world.
Fast forward to the present day, and Diddy is behind bars facing charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. The allegations against him are as shocking as they are damning. Prosecutors accuse the 55-year-old of abusing over 120 people, many of whom were minors at the time. If that wasn't horrifying enough, reports suggest that even from prison, Diddy is trying to intimidate witnesses using three-way calls and leveraging other inmates' phone access.
On his card. Hold up. Did he just say, take that, take that? Do I hear, bad boy, come out and play? They know his voice. And now for him to be giving people instructions to do things, like I say, he got to be one of the smartest dumb MFs we know. So if they got him on there telling people to get in touch with people or tell people to stop, because evidently you got to realize this. We may not be doing this pretty soon. We may not be even talking about Puff. None of these YouTubers.
Maybe.
Because of what? They trying to get a gag order on social media. They trying to get a gag order on social media that nobody should be discussing these cases or his case or anything about him. And that's crazy. I know the judge is not trying to stop people's freedom of speech, their constitutional right. How dare his lawyers with that bull crap?
Man.
They're trying to get a gag order on social media. Anyone speaking on him. That's why, did you hear about that they had private investigators going to content creators? A few content creators and asked them, were you paid to talk about Diddy? Are you paid to talk about, or did somebody give you money to do any kind of content regarding his cases or whatever like that? They got people that they hired to go out there and then told them that if you stop, we'll pay you. Yeah. Mighty, they might, they might be coming to the Art of Dialogue, Mighty. They might be coming to y'all, man. You gonna take that hush money, huh?
Nah, man, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, see, like I said, I got a message.
The details of Diddy's alleged crimes paint a deeply disturbing picture. Known for his extravagant, high-profile parties, Diddy is accused of recording celebrities in compromising situations and using these tapes to blackmail them. What were once seen as glamorous Hollywood soirees are now being revealed as dark, predatory events.
Let me address some things that I need to address first for some stuff that I saw on your program. You understand? The first thing I want to address is this, and the reason I got this throwback Jim Brown shirt on, You know, one of the greatest running backs of all time, and probably one of the greatest people that we know in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Not only he was an athlete, he was an educator, and he was about our people. I met him when he did the work release program, and he was sponsoring that in the New York State prison system. You understand? He was sponsoring programs here in New York State prison system as well as all over the country. But I want to make this a teaching moment, man. You know, I seen this young cat on your show. I think it's Freddie P from Making of the Band. And he was saying some things that, and it shocked me because he never addressed or brought me up in anything before. But I guess when, you know, the people deem you hotter than fish grease, everybody want to come and try to get in the frying pan. You understand? So I want to address this with old boy because he always claimed how gangster he is. When you gangster, you ain't got to tell nobody. They already know what you are. I've been around a lot of gangsters, pranksters, and people. And then people want to say to me that, you know, as me being what I did for a living, I don't supposed to be around people in the streets. I don't supposed to be around people who in the underworld or whatever they do. I wasn't in their business because I knew the easiest thing to do in the world is to mind my own business. And I've always done that. You understand? So let me just say this to you, Mr. Freddie P. And we're going to make this a teaching moment. You understand? Let me ask you this. How many times did you see Diddy spike some bottles of alcohol and gave it to women? How many times did you see Diddy have sex with underage kids? How many times did you see Diddy beat a woman? How many times did you see Diddy bury a body?
Police raided Diddy's homes earlier this year. They reportedly uncovered a treasure trove of evidence. Among the finds were large quantities of drugs and over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants. Items allegedly used during his infamous parties. These discoveries have only added fuel to the fire, further tarnishing Diddy's reputation and raising questions about those who once associated with him. For Justin Bieber, these revelations have stirred painful memories. While there's no evidence suggesting Justin was directly involved in any of Diddy's alleged activities, the resurfacing of old photos and videos has undoubtedly taken a toll. Fans are concerned about his mental health, fearing that his connection to Diddy might be bringing up unresolved trauma. Adding to the complexity is the fact that Diddy has pleaded not guilty to all charges. He maintains his innocence and has even proposed a $50 million bail package for his release from Brooklyn jail. However, with his trial set for May next year, his legal battles are far from over. If found guilty, Diddy could face a lifetime behind bars.
My thing with Diddy is, why is he trying to get in contact with witnesses? He gotta know they recording the calls, right?
My man, in order to you to think that you could get away with doing any kind of witness tampering in prison, you gotta probably be one of the smartest, dumbest person because they tape everything, bruh. Don't you know when he was using those other people's cards and they phone cards and everything like that, and they hear it, that person was like that. Hold up. That's supposed to be inmate 076. And Puff inmate number is 0666. Why is 0666 coming over on 0607? Why is Puff stuff coming over on his card? Hold up. Did he just say, take that, take that? Do I hear, bad boy, come out and play? They know his voice. And now for him to be giving people instructions to do things, like I say, he got to be one of the smartest dumb MFs we know. So if they got him on there telling people to get in touch with people or tell people to stop, because evidently you got to realize this. We may not be doing this pretty soon. We may not be even talking about Puff. None of these YouTubers. Because of what? They trying to get a gag order on social media. They trying to get a gag order on social media. That nobody should be discussing these cases or his case or anything about him. And that's crazy. I know the judge is not trying to stop people's freedom of speech, their constitutional right. How dare his lawyers with that bull crap? They're trying to get a gag order on social media. Anyone speaking on him. That's why, did you hear about that they had private investigators going to content creators? A few content creators. And
in the midst of this chaos, Justin Bieber seems to be walking a tightrope. On one hand, he's focused on his family and career, trying to distance himself from his troubled past. On the other hand, the public scrutiny surrounding his association with Diddy makes it nearly impossible for him to escape the shadow of these allegations.
I think it needs to be a harsh penalty because, people are doing any and everything to be relevant, even at the expense of others' reputations and livelihoods. And that's just not fair. You can really damage someone financially. You can even drive them to suicide because the world is an evil place now. So I feel like if you do something like that, I feel like harsh consequences should take place. I really believe that.
Lab, let me get your thoughts on that, because I know we've even had conversations when you've been in studio where people are on your social media saying things and they see one thing and they run with it. What are your thoughts? Do you think there needs to be a real penalty for people that spread misinformation?
100%, especially when you say and spread things that potentially could damage people's brand. Because the thing about the internet is, once it's out there, it's out there. And there's no way of pulling it back now. Back in the days, a newspaper could retract a story and you never saw or heard that story again. But once somebody posts something on the internet, y'all know, we know people screenshot it, other people repost it. And so it will live on forever. And then some Steve said, the mental piece of it. Justin Bieber had a whole mental breakdown.
Yep, several.
About how the industry was treating him and all this stuff right here. Can you imagine if these tapes truly exist, and a tape exists of him getting sexually assaulted is put out in public, what that could do to him mentally? These people don't see it, and that's the problem. These people don't care about none of that. They just want to post it. They just want to get the clicks and the views, and they don't care about the fallout and the ramifications for this. So I think, hell yeah, there should be stiff penalties. If this tape is released, and they can prove who released this tape, they need to go to jail. And Justin Bieber does something to himself, I think they need to go to jail for that.
Held accountable. And I want to add this too, Symphony. I also found out that when they found that baby oil and stuff, I think a smart ass university shirt was found as well. I just wanted to put that out there.
You know what?
But it was a chick wearing the smart ass university shirt, so we okay with that. She was doing a little Winnie the Pooh type action, so we good.
Lab, let me ask you this, because Lab, like I said, we've had those conversations in studio where, and what I really love and appreciate, you always do your research. Every time we talk about a topic, you're like, hey, that's cool, that's an opinion, that's something that you heard from another celebrity or another source, but it's not credit, and you're always going to find that source. I think information like this can be so detrimental to our community, right? Because you have older people.
Then there's a shocking disclosure that has been making waves. Ellen DeGeneres, a longtime member of Hollywood's inner circle and an outspoken advocate for numerous celebrities, has been criticized by Justin Bieber for her silence on the subject. Her refusal to address Diddy's arrest has not gone unnoticed, and Justin's nuanced yet incisive comments have given the story a new dimension. Denzel Washington spoke to Oprah and exposed her alleged immoral behavior, which attracted attention. Although Oprah seemed hesitant to let the events unfold quietly, Denzel dug into a number of accusations, including usurping positions. At the moment, it appears that she is retaliating against Denzel, perhaps with a tinge of intimidation, reminiscent of her activities in the
Hollywood trainer was talking to me to force me to go and apologize, right?